Looking for big cats? Well, look no further. This is Big Cat Rescue.
The sanctuary is located on 67 acres, and we currently house about 90 exotic cats.
Lions, tigers, servals, and leopards, even your everyday house cat. Carole Baskin and her late husband founded Big Cat back in 1992 when they found themselves at an auction sitting next to a man bidding on bobcats.
I had done bobcat rehab and release, and I said, when that bobcat grows up, she's going to tear your face off. And he said, oh, it doesn't matter, I'm a taxidermist, I'm just going to club her in the head in the parking lot anyway. And so I started crying, and my husband started bidding, and we came home with a bobcat.
After visiting a fur farm to find their new little girl a playmate, it wasn't long before the rescue of one turned into a refuge for 57 bobcats and lynx.
And then people started calling and saying, hey, would you take my lion? Would you take my tiger? And I'm thinking, what are these people doing with lions and tigers?
Trying to adopt them as pets, apparently. There happen to be plenty of folks out there who think it'd be fun to have their own little Simba running around. According to the International Fund for Animal Welfare, upwards of 10,000 big cats are currently kept in the U.S. by private owners.
If you go to Africa, they don't keep lions as pets because they know what lions can do. The number one cause for so many lions and tigers to be in backyards and basements across America is that people will pay to have their picture made with a cute little cub. But the problem is they're only cute little cubs between 8 weeks and 12 weeks. After 12 weeks, they're big enough they can take a finger off.
The USDA has ruled that cubs more than 12 weeks old are not to come into contact with the public, because by that time, they're deemed large enough to be dangerous.
So when they can't use the cubs any longer, they will often give them away to people as pets. And then once that animal gets to be 100, 200, 300, 500 pounds, people can't deal with that any longer, and they're calling us.
Some of the other cats here have not only been victims of domestication attempts, they've also been made prisoners with no choice but to perform.
They will always tell you that they train the animals using operant conditioning and that they only use a reward-based program, but the only way that you can make a big cat do something that they really don't want to do, like jump through a flaming hoop, is to intimidate and to beat that animal when they're young and can't fight back.
From the time they are cubs, these exotic cats are caged, whipped, and starved into doing exactly what their trainer tells them to. Many countries acknowledge the inhumane treatment and conditions these animals are subjected to. Mexico, Greece, Austria, Israel, Colombia, and Singapore each uphold a nationwide ban on the use of wild animals in circuses, but to this date, no such federal law has been implemented in the United States. After 147 years of performances, a final curtain call for Ringling Broad's Barnum and Bailey Circus is a promising sign of progress. But for the 300 or so animals still featured in the 19 remaining circuses shuttling across America, a ban can't come soon enough.
If all of these people who said, I love animals, got on the phone today and said, we need the Big Cat Public Safety Act passed, it'd be passed, it'd be done. If you can't possess them, you can't breed them, you can't use them as photo ops, then this whole problem goes away.
Though most of the cats here can't be reintroduced to the wild, they do have a pretty amazing benefits package. Big Cat Rescue hosts arguably the greatest feline care a sanctuary has to offer. With a full-service animal hospital on site, veterinarians can do whatever they need. From blood work to x-rays, these cats are afforded the highest level of medical treatment. Round-the-clock veterinary care, a dozen staff members, and 500 pounds of meat a day does not come cheap. For its $3 million annual budget to be possible, unlike many sanctuaries, Big Cat chooses to open its gates to the public.
We don't have any government funding here. All of our funding comes from private individuals, and we get that through guided tours of the sanctuary, where we educate people and how they can take action to make changes so those cats in the future won't have those same issues to face.
It's one of those causes where you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We are getting so close. This is a problem that we can solve.
The crew here believes this is one of the best places for an exotic animal to call home. However, their ultimate success will come when there are no more big cats to rescue. They say a cat has 9 lives, and at Big Cat Rescue, it seems like they get one more.